where's the button to go? Oh, it's over. Why is it over there now? To see the chat.
It's right there. It's in the corner.
Is that it? They've changed everything. Don't you hate that? I hate that. When you get used to like the way something is, and then they like inevitably change it.
I get really annoyed with that with Shopify because our website is run through Shopify, and when we go to print orders and stuff, they always change the spot where you have to print the orders.
So I was telling you I was doing that Facebook advertising course. I had been doing another one from 2022. So it's not like super long ago, but obviously in the tech world, that's long enough. And so they're talking about things being in certain spots, and they've changed the name of things, and they've changed where it is. So I'm like, it's a thing that should have taken me 5 minutes was taking like half an hour.
Oh God,
and it was very frustrating.
That's really frustrating.
Yeah. Did you enjoy your sticky bun yesterday?
Oh my God. So yeah, because we went to Almanac Bakery.
Yeah, if you caught, I think it would probably still be in the stories. We went on a road trip yesterday.
Oh, it was fun. It was a lot of
very fun.
Yeah, so Katie and I went. We had to pick up something for the gift bags for the party, and we were right next to Almanac Bakery, and I was like, let's go in. And I bought 2 sticky buns.
I bought 1 sticky bun and I split it with my husband.
But it was huge.
They were giant.
I ate half of one and I was like, oh, I'm full. I finished it up for breakfast this morning.
That's a great breakfast. Good. Breakfast through champions.
Well, it had nuts. There's some protein.
Yeah.
And it's whole grains.
There we go. It's perfect. Just a lot of sugar.
Just a bit of sugar.
Yeah, they were really, really delicious.
They were so good.
So, on that note, I wanted to so this weekend is our birthday party. We're really excited. If you go on Instagram in the stories, you can see from last year that the line was like around the block to the Mr. Sub.
And there was a line because you get a free, like you get a
first
goodie
50
bag.
People get a swag bag.
Yeah. And this year, they're amazing.
And I mentioned the previous one, I'm like, they're going to be 100. I recalculated. It's probably closer to like $65, $70 worth of stuff, but really good stuff. And so I want to highlight, so aside from the goodie bag, so there are prizes. So our wheel, in previous years, you've spun the wheel and gotten a discount. So this year we've got some prizes you can win instead of a discount.
But there's also discounts.
There are discounts there. And then we've got a raffle. So I just want to highlight because we've got some like sponsored stuff, which is really, really great. We've reached out to
some of our
sponsors and some local people.
They were so generous.
Yes. Yeah. So these are going to be in the swag bag. Sarah Hart has sent a bunch of little labels. So we're gonna break up these packages. Her labels are super cute. Thanks. I made it and handmade with love. I don't think people can see those.
No, it's hard with the vinyl.
That's okay. So Sarah Hart sent those, and then on this prize wheel, there's going to be Kylie and the Machine set. They're beautifully wrapped. I don't want to unwrap them. So inside is a label tin and some packages of labels.
Yeah, I don't know how many packages of labels.
No,
there's some in there.
But we got 4 of these. So huge thank you to Kylie and the Machine.
Oh, they were super generous because I thought they were sending 1.
Yeah,
like, that's great. That's amazing. And they sent us 4. So
and then locally,
thank you, Kylie and the Machine.
Zoe's Corner, who is also out in Canada.
Yes. The soap.
The soap. Yeah, she's a friend of mine. I use her face wash. I use her soap. I use her her face system of stuff.
Awesome.
Anyway, she donated a prize package. So there's
oh my gosh.
There's some bath salts in there.
Why can't I win this?
There you. I am working on. I'm working with her to do a special class to make bath bombs.
Yeah, I want to take that.
There is
that's a bath bomb.
A bath bomb. Oh there is some shower steamers.
Oh, I've never tried one of those.
And a bar of soap. So, and she uses it's all natural products. She uses I think some of her soaps are tallow soaps. I don't think she uses palm oil.
Oh yeah, coconut oil is a huge soap ingredient because it creates the lather that everybody wants.
Yeah. So
she used animal tallow?
Yeah, I think it's beef tallow.
That's kind of cool though, because that product just kind of is a byproduct of processing animals. So it's cool to use it.
big thanks to Zoe for donating this. Thankful. And keep your eyes out. It'll be in the summer that we're going to do the bath bomb workshop. And then everyone who makes a purchase on the day of is going to be entered into a draw. I think I'm going to do the draw on Sunday morning. Yeah. Because I'm going to be here for the special weaving class.
Oh, yes.
So LDH Scissors has very generously donated one of their midnight edition gift sets and a tote bag.
Yeah.
So you can...
This is worth $140.
Yes.
Or $150.
Something like that. So it comes with the shears, the pinking shears, and then the snips.
I have all of these in my sewing room, and they're amazing.
I have the pinking shears.
Yeah, I have the pinking shears. I have 2 of the regular shears, and I have the thread snips.
So really grateful, and we're gonna throw in a $50 gift card. So this prize is valued at about $200.
Yeah.
So every purchase gets in to be able to win that. So super thankful.
I'm gonna have to. Are we gonna fill out?
No, I'm just gonna pull data from. I think that's easier.
Yeah, because I was like, it's gonna be so busy. It's gonna be hard to remember to get people to fill out.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and we've got two cakes. So there will be cake to have. Yeah. And it's just going to be a fun time. So bring your friends. We were hoping if the weather had been better, we were going to set up the tent so people could sit and knit, but it looks like it's going to rain. So
it rained last year.
It did rain last year. And Lana pointed out she was the first person in line last year.
This was before Lana started working with us.
Yes. And
there she was.
Yep. And Annie swore up and down to me last night that she's going to be the first person in line this year. And then she told me she still has keys.
So oh my gosh.
She's like, I'm just going to come in. Like, you just come in. It's okay.
We love Annie.
Yes, we miss Annie a lot.
That's hilarious. I didn't know that.
Yes, but she's like I'm gonna be in line. I gotta get one of those swag bags.
Yeah.
So, So you're there's something there. You're not gonna go home empty-handed. There is something for everybody. It is a really fantastic day. Children are welcome, but it's very busy. So I'd say
it is busy.
Like the store is usually packed with
people. It's hard to get around. Because there's just people everywhere. But it's fun.
Yeah.
People are always like, "Ooh, what fabric are you getting?"
Oh, and people are talking with each other. Last year, I remember someone was getting some fabric cut, and like the 2 people in line behind her, when they saw it, they're like, "I need that," and they just like cut it all off the bowl, and that was it.
That one. Yeah,
so it's super fun. And of course, we have new stuff in store right now.
We have gotten a bunch of new stuff this week,
which is exciting. We've got these really lovely.
Oh, I love this one.
I know you'd love that one.
Because I love pink.
Says the woman head to toe.
And, not head to toe.
You had your other jacket in pink.
Yeah, I had pink. Oh, so this is
beautiful. Ceramic yarn bowls.
Yeah.
These look like they're hand cast.
Yeah, they're like on a wheel, but someone did them themselves.
Yeah, so there's a couple of different ones.
That one's gorgeous.
Yeah, really nice. I think there's this one, and there's one other color because they've all been painted sort of similarly. And the nice thing about ceramics like this is while you can get a fairly consistent shape on a bowl, there's still some unique variations. Yeah. So really nice. Yeah. And then lots and lots of fabric. So this collection I pulled a bunch. You know what I noticed the other day, and I pointed out to Faustina, and you can really see it in the honeycomb collection. Cool colors sell better than warm colors.
Yeah.
Which is not what the trend is right now.
Because the honeycomb is all the Fabulism honeycomb stuff. We call it honeycomb. It's not actually called honeycomb. It's called forest forage.
Oh.
Or is it something? Yeah. Anyways,
I think it's forest forage honeycomb.
Yeah,
and so I just keep calling it honeycomb.
But yeah, it has a lot of really warm colors. The dark color or the cool
colors have all sold out. Yeah.
But
yeah. So
these are warmer.
These are warmer, but this is a nice cool mix of cool. So cowboy boots with flowers.
This is called Desert Sunrise by Figo.
And
this is my favorite.
One, yeah, with the there's the Road Runner, and I don't know what the animal that is.
That is a badger.
Is it a badger?
I think it's a badger.
Yeah, take the plastic off.
And there's
is anybody saying anything? No.
No, I haven't seen anything pop
Is anybody? Oh, 2 people are watching.
2 people are watching.
Is one of them Tanya?
Maybe. Yeah, there's a Roadrunner, and then I think there's some sort of badger-like animal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a badger. And there's a hare.
Yeah, and then there's a hare or a
jackrabbit.
That's it.
Yeah, it's probably a jackrabbit.
Oh my god, do you remember? Did you watch America's Funniest Home Videos?
Yes.
As a kid?
Yes.
That rabbit thing they always did.
The rabbit thing. No.
They did a jackrabbit thing, and like there was.
Oh, I don't remember.
I'm gonna have to Google it for a YouTube video.
Okay.
Now, because it's just eating away my head. I need to see it. Yeah, they did this weird thing with this like jackalope. It was the jackalope.
Oh, I think I vaguely remember that.
It's Diana.
Hi, Diana. Good morning. I had so much fun hanging out with Diana on Monday.
She's
she
fun
was
at the quilt club, yeah.
basting a couple of quilts.
I have to say, Quilt Club is one of my favorite things to moderate or teach or whatever. Yeah, I really enjoy it. Yeah.
You haven't moderated knitting club at all.
No.
knitting
I
club
can't do that.
Or yarn club as we're calling it now. So
I don't know anything about that. Really.
But you don't have to because
I know, but I would feel out of place. I can little bit tiny crochet, but that's it.
You know what though? But we've had someone who had done one of like the beginner classes, and she came, and everyone was sort of helping her.
It's just a fun day, like because you just like
you sit and do craft, and you're crafting socially,
you're collaborating.
Yeah. And this nice blender. I love this mustard color.
Yes.
It is my favorite.
Katie's a yellow.
I am a yellow. And I was not as a kid.
I do not go anywhere near yellow.
I hated yellow. I hated yellow as a kid. And then I was like, somewhere in my adult life, I was like, no.
Age does to you.
It really is.
This rayon I really like.
Yes, and I thought these flowers are like someone's. They're not me, but someone is really gonna.
I like the other
big
colorway. It's like a teally colorway.
I grabbed this one because I was like, let's talk about the warm colors. The warm colors need some love.
Yeah, I like the other one, but this, the flower on this, I don't even know what type of flower this is. It's some sort of desert flower.
Maybe a cactus flower. I don't know. Does it have a name?
Sometimes they have names. Cactus bloom.
Yeah,
it's a cactus flower.
Something. Oh, I really like Figo's rayon.
Their rayon is amazing.
Is really lovely.
It's wide. It's heavier.
It's thick, yeah.
And it doesn't. You know how sometimes when you sew rayon and you get needle.
It doesn't do that.
It doesn't do that. No. Art gallery rayon is horrible for that.
Okay.
Cotton and steel rifle paper is also lovely.
Okay.
But yeah, this is such good rayon. It is a great price as well.
Yeah, for what it is.
I forgot what the price is, but
I think it's like $29.99.
Yeah, something like that. For how wide it is, it's an amazing price.
Yes.
Yeah, their rayons are lovely.
And then another collection from Figo, and this one is really neat because it is made from so the collection is called Green World.
Yeah.
And it is made to celebrate the natural world. Yeah. Sarah Boccaccini Meadows, whose art is very distinct. Mm-hmm. But it is made from 20% recycled cotton.
Yes, I think this is super cool.
Yeah.
So it is 100% cotton, but 20% of that is
recycled cotton.
And so there are about 6 bolts, or there's six prints,
and then there is a panel.
But they're all in this like sagey cool green, and
there is a really, if you look at tomorrow's newsletter, there is a really neat project where you can make a seed pouch out of this panel.
Yeah, this is the panel that is with the collection. It's gorgeous.
It is beautiful. Her art has got that lovely hand drawn.
You could do so much stuff with this. So they've got little things you can cut off and put places, and then there's the bigger panel, but it's so cute.
Yeah.
It's gardening theme.
Yes. Yeah, so that's why I guess they're making a seed pouch.
I guess, yeah.
So you can collect your seeds.
I thought it would be super cool if you embroidered.
Oh.
Outline the plants and stuff with big stitch and like
big stitch embroidery,
or like chain stitches or something.
Yeah.
I could, and like maybe fill in with some satin stitch.
You could make a really nice like bench pillow.
You could do all sorts of stuff with this. Faustina suggested like a table, not a table runner, but like a middle.
Like a doily kind of thing.
Kind of
yeah. Beautiful. Absolutely so beautiful. And then the other thing that all of the staff is going like, ooh,
oh. This is amazing. I saw it and I was like, oh my God, that's so good. We got a wide back from Dear Stella.
I love Dear Stella so much.
It is so good.
And we got 2 bolts, so hopefully there will be some left for staff.
Yeah, because we have the rule that we can't buy for 2 weeks to let customers have a chance.
But look at this.
It is amazing. The moth is so good. And the owl and the ferns. Oh my
And the little
God.
mushrooms.
I could do slightly without the skull, but the rest of it's pretty amazing.
And it's their cotton is lovely. I've made dresses out of it, so I very might
that would be an amazing
just make this dress in this.
You know, I'm trying to branch out. So, Nan Bread, Diana said she's gonna buy it.
Sold. I don't know if it's on the website yet. It might be. Or we might be waiting for Caitlin.
Photos? I don't know. But it will be soon. It will be soon.
Yeah. It'll be in tomorrow's newsletter.
I'm trying to branch out in the sewing patterns I use.
Me too. Because I only sew like 3 things.
Yeah, so I've actually gotten quite a few lately because I'm like, I just want different dresses because I wear the same 2 dresses.
I in my attempt to try to branch out and also couple work at the same time.
Yes.
I got the Austin dress, which is going to be our next sew along after the socks. But my basement flooded and is destroyed, and
that's
currently
where your sewing room is.
Yeah. So my sewing room is currently full of all of the contents of the big basement. Half of it is upstairs in my living room. The sewing machine's upstairs in my living room, so I think I'm gonna go try to like dig and find my ironing board, and I'm just gonna set it up on the kitchen table. And my husband was like, I just figured you would be doing that anyways. And I'm like, I'm just a little sad
because sewing is a necessity.
Yeah.
It's like something we need to do to survive.
So I was hoping that that's going to be like a nice summer dress. And I think it will be a fun sew along because it's got some cool details. It's got buttons all down the side.
Oh my God.
And I think people, that's a feature that people would sort of want a demonstration on.
Because people don't like doing buttonholes.
No.
I realized why people don't like doing buttonholes because it happened to me. My old sewing machine made horrible buttonholes because it was a 4-step from because I had an old mechanical.
Yes.
And it just made crappy buttonholes, and I was like, I don't want to have crappy buttonholes, so I just would never make stuff with buttons.
Yeah.
Or if I had to use buttons, I had buttons, I'd use snaps and stuff.
Yes.
But then I got my new machine, and it makes beautiful buttonholes. Yeah. So now I actually make stuff with buttonholes.
Yeah, if you have an automatic buttonholer, it's very simple. Have
you done a buttonhole in this sewing machine yet? Because Katie got a new machine, which is the exact same one as mine. Because there's a fun little feature at the end.
Yes,
of it.
I have.
Because we have FAFs, and when you sew your buttonhole, at the very end, it actually snips the thread.
Yes, it does, which is really fantastic.
And snips the thread. You don't even have to push the button.
I was sewing on our classroom machines last week because I was teaching, and I went to go do something, and I'm like, where is it? I'm like, I really do like that feature of having the thread, the automatic thread cutter. I have 2 shirts for Shabby right now that I need to put the buttons on.
Yeah.
So that I'll probably do that, and then I'm gonna try to sew this Austin dress. And I'm actually, so Caitlin shared the photo. I pushed myself to post on Instagram the other day. Haven't in a while.
We're staff are horrible.
Oh, it's well because it's for work. I do it for work. Anyways, I'm going to try to do some embroidery because the Austin dress has these big patch pockets, and I don't love patch pockets, but I figured if I put some embroidery coming out of one of them, it's going to make it a little more special.
I'm trying to make a dress for Saturday.
I finished
finished tracing the pattern last night.
Okay, well, You can make a dress for Saturday.
Oh yeah, it's a simple dress. It's just got a gathered skirt and a top. But
there you go.
I told Owen, my husband, I said, so tonight and I also am teaching tonight.
Oh yeah, because you're doing
Yeah,
the Donnie.
The Donnie shirt, and I said when I get home, I'm working on this, so you won't see me. But yeah, I gotta get it done.
Nice. Yeah, I think Catherine was gonna try to get her dress done.
Yeah.
And Lana's trying to get a dress done.
Yeah.
So everyone's got special new clothes.
Yeah.
I made a dress for Easter, so I might wear that.
I didn't make
it's
anything
just,
for Easter. So.
I had chicken fabric.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I needed chicken fabric for Easter. It's thematic. Why don't you talk about those?
So we got a restock of Katrinkle's products. But they have a new thing.
Which people have been waiting for the darning loom.
Yeah, so we have the small ones. We have the bigger ones. So those are back in stock. They're on the website, ready to purchase. But they also had this cute little. We had to change the packaging because they sent it in the wrong packaging, and so it's hard to see. They're going to be sending us the right packaging, but these are scissor tags. So you're supposed to put them on your scissors, and they say for fabric only, for paper only, and for thread only. So if someone picks up your scissors, they see this. Hopefully they read it. I can tell you if it's a man, they probably won't read it.
You are the one who has coined the term the man eyes. Are you looking with your man eyes?
Oh my gosh! So the story behind that is my husband, when he was younger, he was in PEI in Charlottetown for culinary school, and him and his friend were like, "Let's go to Walmart. We need some stuff, whatever." So they're in Walmart and they're looking for something. They're like, I can't remember what they were looking at for, and so they're like, "Oh, where is this thing?" And this lady comes up to them and she goes, "It's right there. You were looking with your man eyes." And so ever since I call it man eyes. Because they have man eyes. My son has the worst case of man eyes I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Can't find anything.
It's
right here. Still can't see it.
No.
Yeah.
And I don't know, as a mom, I find like people will be like, "Where is this?" And I'm like, "It's there."
I know
and
exactly
before they even
where it
say
is.
what they're looking for, I'm like, "This is where it is," or I like hand it to them, and
you're just amazing.
Yeah. We got this really
this is super cool.
For those who don't know, Kirsten Farron is our quilting teacher, one of our quilting teachers, but she's our
quilting expert.
Yeah. When we have a quilting question, we're like, Kirsten.
Yeah.
At 9:00 at night, I'm texting her, Kirsten, I need your help. Please help me. So she recommended this color tool. And I think you could use this for more than quilting.
I think you could.
For any sort of color theory work.
Yeah, if you're working with colors or you want to like.
And what's really neat about it is that it has all of the different like shades and hues. So if you need to, you've got your like true color, and then like if it's I think like white added versus gray added toned sampling, and from light to dark. But then the neat thing is on the back of that color card, it gives you what your analogous and your split colors all are, so that you're not having to then pull out a separate tool or use guesswork, and you can then work from that palette.
Yeah, some people like to use color theory in their quilts. I just choose what looks nice.
Well, I think because for some people, color theory is very natural.
Yes.
I'm one of those people too, where I can go like I know what things go together very easily. And for some people, it's a bit more of a struggle. Yeah. You could use this for knitting as well if you do a lot of color work.
Yeah.
And I think even it's funny because I started trying to like consciously do it while I dress, because I was trying to do like mix things up a little bit, because you have like the one shirt that goes with the one pair of pants. And I was like, I want to wear something a little different.
I've been trying to buy fabric in a palette that I'm trying to move towards, but I haven't been able to sew up any of the fabric. So I have all of this fabric sitting there in this lovely color palette, but it just is waiting.
I've been trying I naturally tend towards certain colors, but then I always end up with dresses, because
I just love the easy wearing of a dress,
Me
especially
too.
as a mom of young kids. Like, I just don't have time to like worry about myself getting dressed because I'm too worried about getting them actually in clothes so they don't walk in the house naked almost. My son loves to be naked.
My son too. It's
a boy thing.
he's toned it down recently.
Yeah, Thomas has as well, but like he's still. And for the longest time, he wouldn't wear socks. He just like
Shabby still socks. Comes and pulls his socks off.
So anyway, so I just like throwing on a dress and
like, and it's like I'm ready to go.
Yeah, that's an outfit. That's what I prefer. And they're more comfortable. Like
they
have a waistband and they dig and like fall down. I don't know.
Yeah, you need a belt. Yeah. You got to worry about how your shoes look with the pants.
You have to have the right shoes for your pants because if they hit wrong, it looks weird.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm with you on that one.
I just love dresses.
Yeah. Final thing I will mention is that our May class schedule released this week. So we've got a whole bunch of new classes.
We released those on Monday. That feels like an eternity ago.
It really does. It's like Thursday now.
Oh, because Monday was the eclipse and it was just such a big event for me. We drove to Kingston. I was at my mother-in-law's house. It was
what's hilarious? I think like half the people I know were down at this one park in Prescott. Yeah. So Danielle went. Yeah. Annie was in the same park.
Yeah.
Jason took Shabby there, and then Jason's Shabby's best friend and his family were also there.
There too. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Prescott was a good choice because it's only an hour away from Ottawa.
Yes,
it's super easy to get to. It's just at the end of the 416, basically.
It did take them like 3 hours to get home.
Oh my God! What time did they leave?
Yep. That was what.
Well,
Jason
we waited
said.
A little bit, so because the eclipse is on at 4:30ish.
Yes.
We had dinner and then left.
Yes.
So we left around 6:30, and other than coming to a bit of traffic near the Rideau River exit, there was had been an accident, but it was all cleared up by the time we got there. There was a bit backed up, but it didn't add too much.
They left at 5. And they still hit. Hours? No, it took 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay, 2 hours from there.
So they killed an hour in Prescott, and then hit a line of traffic coming home.
Yeah, they probably hit that accident because that's.
Yeah,
it was completely cleared up when I drove by because it was like, oh, there's an accident, and I was like, where is the accident? But yeah, it's fine.
I forgot one other thing because I'm looking over there. So the big news for Saturday is that. It is also Sweater Saturday, which is our usual monthly promotion.
So what do you get? You buy four
skeins of any yarn, you get 15% off.
Yeah.
So because this is our birthday and we want to make it special, all sale yarn, including we've got some Wool Dreamer, we've got the Earth Yarn Spiral Grain, which is very similar to Spin Cycle. We've got all the plied yarn, and there are some select Madeline Tosh colors as well. All of those are going to be buy 2 get 1 free at the sale price. So you get
so if it's
25 or 50% off. You buy 2 and you get 1 free, which is a fantastic deal. And there are sweater quantities left of some colors. So if you've got a sweater project in your head,
it'd be a great day to buy it.
Yeah, come and grab those, and come early because I have a feeling that they will go.
Yeah. We also changed the store around a little bit if you haven't been recently.
Yes, we moved some yarn from like the very back wall.
It's amazing. Whenever we move things around, I'm like, why didn't we just think of this in the first place?
Yeah. It is true.
But it's a process.
It is a process.
Constantly evolving process. And anyone who comes to the store regularly knows about once a year we completely rejig
everything.
The store.
Yeah.
So
it's not like once, it's like 18 months.
I guess.
It's
I've been working here for 4 years and we've done it like 5 times.
Well,
but that was also because of the pandemic.
That was the pandemic. We knocked down a whole wall.
We did.
Like that was.
Actually, I had a customer come in the other day and they're like, didn't there used to be a wall here?
And you're like, yes, there did.
Yeah, there was. And then we got rid of it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So much change.
Yeah. I think the next thing is likely going to be that we move out of this spot. And that's like not happening anytime soon.
No.
Do not run with my words.
We just renewed our lease.
Yeah. But
yeah, like at some point the store's not going to be big enough.
No, it will not be big enough for us to hold all of the things. I think the next big thing is going to be, we're going to lose the couch, sadly.
Yeah, the couch has been on the chopping block like 4 times.
Yes, and we're
and
like,
it's
okay, we can
managed
keep
to
it. We
survive
can keep
every
it.
time, but it's getting really close to being
Because we know people use it.
Yeah. And so it's like we will still have somewhere to sit.
Yes.
It'll be more of a chair, less of a couch.
Yes.
Because we do know it's very important to have a spot where people can sit for various reasons.
Yeah.
And so, but the couch is it's big.
Yeah, it's big. It takes up a lot of room, and we need that room for stuff. So.
The boyfriend couch, yeah.
Yeah, it was it's Shabby's couch actually.
Yeah.
So
Shabby has claimed ownership.
He is very much claimed ownership. When we first moved into the spot, we'd had a chair, and then we got the couch, and the couch used to be in a corner with like a carpet, and he's like, you bought me a couch. This is because he was like 5, I think.
Yeah, and I think at that time you were bringing him in for like PA days.
Yeah,
PD
well,
days and like
there were teachers strike.
Oh my god, yeah.
So long ago. And
Yeah.
Caitlin and I used to bring in our kids, and because it was like, well, what am I going to do with them? And we would give them, I've got a great picture stashed somewhere of the 2 of them in a big Jefferson box that they turned into like a train or something like that, and they were like paddling it around the store. They were very
so
sweet
cute.
together.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So
Yeah.
it's it's really fantastic. I know I've said it before to our customers. I've mentioned it, and I've said it to Faustina and Catherine's face. It's really fantastic to be employed here.
Oh my god, yes.
There is so much flexibility as a working person, but a working mother. When your kids are sick, I know your kids are always sick.
My kids are always sick. We just got over the flu. All of us had the flu for a week. Yeah, like Faustina and Catherine are very accommodating to us. They have kids. They know what it's like to have kids, and stuff happens, and it's a really. I know everybody knows this, but it's sometimes you don't always see the behind the scenes, and it's a really fantastic work environment for that. Like, and I would bring my kids to work sometimes. I brought my daughter all the time before she started JK. Yeah. And during the summer, most likely they will be here. Yep. So, yeah, it's super nice to have that, to be able to bring them if we have to.
That support and that option. Yeah.
So amazing.
And I know that's a philosophy that they've stood on for a very long time. So all right, so we will wrap up.
Yeah, we gotta
hopefully
do some
we
stuff.
will see everybody on Saturday. Looking very, very forward to it. Very excited, and and if not, we'll see you back in cyberspace next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.